We're going to continue on with the next method. We're still going to solve algebraically. The next algebraic method is elimination. So yesterday we learned substitution. Today we're going to go ahead and eliminate a variable. And so see, keep on seeing one of my face. The way that we're going to go ahead and eliminate is obviously we're going to go ahead and manipulate our equation so that one of the beautiful coefficients is the same number, opposite signs. So again, we went over the type of solutions that we had. If we had two solutions, guys, it means that our graphs intersect at two different points. If we had one solution, it means that we had one point that intersects. No solution, this is going to look like a complex number in your solution, or it cannot be factored. If it's unfactorable, then obviously it's no solution. Okay, all right, now here's our first example for today. Solve the system algebraically. We're going to go ahead and choose elimination this time. So how exactly do we do elimination? Very similar to when we had two linear equations. We're going to go ahead and look at the coefficients and see which variable we need to eliminate. I'm going to go ahead and choose a y just because they're already solved for, they're already isolated. All we have to do is change or multiply one of the y's by a -1. If we do so, we're going to go ahead and write negative, multiply a y by -1. Whatever we do to one side, we do to the opposite side. So this one has to change to positive 12x, and this one changes to negative 36, goodness gracious. All right, let me go ahead and rewrite it right underneath. So we have y equals x squared minus 11x minus 36. My bottom equation, or the equation that I rewrote, or I changed signs, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it so that I have negative y equals, notice here that I don't have an x squared on the second equation. I'm going to write the next term right underneath the like term, and the second term, or the next term, right underneath the like term. The reason being is because I'm going to combine like terms. I'm going to combine one of the equations with the other. So we have y and negative y. It's going to go to 0. So I'm going to have to write 0 equals. We have x squared. Combine the next like term, we have negative 11x and 12x. So plus x. And we have negative 36 plus 36. Plus 72. All right. So we have a beautiful quadratic equation in one variable. Negative, yes, thank you. Negative 72. So we have x squared plus x minus 72. I just rewrote it with a beautiful 0 on the right side. Now, from here, we can go ahead and choose. How do we want to solve for this method or this quadratic? We can go ahead and choose either factoring, or we can go ahead and use the quadratic formula. Which one do you guys want to choose or use? Do you guys want to use the quadratic formula for this one? Oh, you can't choose. We can use the Power Ranger method. Let's go ahead and try it out. I have two items that multiply to negative 72 and add up to 1. So what are my factors of negative 72? 8 and 9. So we have negative 8 and positive 9. Let's go ahead and see and check it out. Negative 8 times positive 9, does it give me negative 72? Yes, it does. Negative 8 plus 9, does it give me positive 1? Yes, it does. So what are my factors here? X minus 8 and x minus or plus 9 equals 0. All right. So let's go ahead and solve. We have x minus 8 equals 0. X plus 9 equals 0. Add 8. Subtract 9. Subtract 9. So we have our solutions at x equals 8 and x equals negative 9. Now, are we done? Are we done, guys? No, we need to have a coordinate. We're missing the y value. So which one do you guys want to use? The first equation, second equation, or third equation? Second. So we have y equals -12. Instead of writing x, what am I going to write? 8 plus 36. The next one I have y equals -12. Minus or times -9 plus 36. All right, what does the first one give us? What's the answer for the first one?
-60.
-60, and the second one, y equals, is it 144? 144. How do I write my solutions in coordinate form? How do I write them in coordinate form, guys? 8 and -60, and the second one? -9 and 144. Woo-hoo. And those are my solutions. So where do they intersect? They intersect at 8 and -60 and -9, 144. It would be very difficult to graph these beautiful quadratics, guys. Therefore, algebraically, or in this case, elimination works as well. We can go ahead and also do substitution if you guys like to. We have everything. We're gonna go ahead and substitute it and then solve. All right, how do you guys feel about this one? So not done? Okay. You guys ready? Listos. All right, clear. Go ahead and try example number 2 on your own, guys. Let's see if you guys got it. Y equals x squared plus 4x minus 1, and y equals 3x plus 1. I want to see how you guys do with this. So my y's are going to go ahead and be eliminated. Since I'm combining those two, they go to 0. So instead of writing y's, I'm going to have 0 equals
X squared plus X minus 2.
plus x minus 2. Rewrite it so that it's in standard form.
X squared plus X minus 2 equals 0.
Equals 0. All right, let's go ahead and factor this out. What method did you guys choose? Let's go ahead and do Power Ranger. So two values that multiply to -2, add up to 1. What two values do I have that multiply to -2, add up to 1? Factors of -2, guys.
Positive 2,
-1, +2, or +2, -1. So what do my factors look like? X minus 1, x plus 2 equals 0. Our first x value is, or let me go ahead and rewrite everything. X minus 1 equals 0. X plus 2 equals 0. So add 1, add 1. X equals 1. Subtract 2, subtract 2. X equals -2. All right, I have my two solutions. What do I need to do next? Substitute. Which one are you choosing? Equation 1, equation 2, or equation number 3? The second one. So we have y equals 3. Instead of x, I'm going to write 1 plus 1. We have 3 plus 1 is 4. Now we're going to go ahead and write y equals 3 times -2 plus 1. Y equals 3 times -2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is -5. So I have coordinates as a solution. How do I write my coordinates? 1, 4, and -5. Woo-hoo. Raise your hand and say if you got that. Let's go. Woo. How do you feel about these? Good, okay. Do you want to step it up?
No.
Let's go ahead and skip number 3, guys. Let's go on to number 4. Yes, exactly. What happens? What? There's always been an X. Okay. So our procedure is to write it so that it's in y equals form, or y is isolated on one side. Divine, how do we isolate our beautiful y? The first one, yeah. The second one, X. Yes, you need to isolate it.
Because we're not doing substitution.
We could substitute it, but we're doing it by elimination. We can go ahead and we see that it's divided by 3. So we're going to go ahead and multiply by 3. And I'm going to rewrite the second equation. So we have y equals x squared plus 9x minus 91. We have y equals, what happens to my 3's? They become 1. So I have y equals, x and 3 is 3x. All right, what happens next? You change the signs of your beautiful values here. So what happens to my beautiful y's? They go to 0, combine like terms. Notice here that x squared and negative 3x cannot be combined. It has to be 9x and negative 3x. Since we're combining like terms, you have to keep the same idea. Yes. I multiplied by 3 since it was dividing, or y was being divided by 3. If you multiply by 3 on both sides, it becomes 1 on my right side. My left side becomes 3x. So we have 3x equals y. Instead of writing this in this format, I wrote it the other way. So we have y equals 3x. So I just skipped that little step, guys. I was sorry. So from here, it went to this, and then it went to this. Okay. Step by step. What do I do next? What happens to my right side? X squared. 9x minus 3x plus 6x minus 91. Let's go ahead and write it in standard form. X squared plus 6x minus 91 equals settle. Let's go ahead and factor. What two numbers multiply to negative 91 and give you 6 as a sum? If it's too difficult for us to factor, guys, at this point, choose the quadratic formula. Is it? Let me go ahead and use the quadratic formula so you guys can see what happens. Can you guys factor it? A ver, factor it, pues. Two factors, negative 91 and 6. What are my factors? So 7, 13, positive 13, negative 7.
That sounds about right, yeah.
So what do my factors look like? X plus 13, X minus 7 equals 0. This part should be given. What does X equal? Negative 13, X equals positive 7. Let's go ahead and choose one of the variables. One of the equations. Which one do you guys want to choose? You can choose 1, 2, or 3, or
3. This is very easy.
Or even 4. They're all equivalent to each other.
4.
You guys want to do 4? So y equals 3 times 13 times negative 13. Y equals 3 times 7. Y equals 13 times negative, or negative 13 times 3 is negative 39. Y equals positive 21. So my coordinates are negative 13. Thank you, guys. Negative 39. And the next one, 7 and 21. All right, it all depends which method you guys want to choose, but today we're practicing by elimination. Let me go ahead and give you guys your homework.